2, 3, 4.
This is the Hanford Insider for Monday, July 22nd.
Well, hello, Hanford. Welcome to this episode of the Hanford Insider. I'm your host, Rob Bentley. Thanks for listening. For those of you new to the show, welcome. The Hanford Insider is a weekly podcast that releases every Monday. I cover a little bit of everything from Hanford news, a community calendar, and my son Eric, who works in sports, gives us a rundown of high school sports each week during the school year. I try to keep things light and positive in such a negative world. I hope you enjoy the format. I'm always looking for more human interest stories. A little bit later in the show, I'll let you know how you can get involved. I'd like to thank this month's supporters like Valerie Castles, who made a donation to the show through Buy Me a Coffee. Your support of the show means a lot to me. Thank you. In community news, at the Thursday Night Marketplace this week, it's National Carousel Day. Come down to the Civic Center Park and enjoy a ride on Hanford's historic carousel. The band Flashback will be providing the entertainment. After 2 weeks off due to the heat, I know we're all hoping it won't have to be canceled this week as well. Congratulations to former Chamber of Commerce Director Amory Marple on her selection as the District Director 3 for the Seroptimus International. Congratulations as well to the staff at Griswold, LaSalle, Kopp, Dowd, and Ginn LLP law firm for their recent recognitions. Robert Dodd, Michael Johnson, and Mario Zamora were all selected as Thomson Reuters 2024 Northern California Super Lawyers. Megan Crouch and Christina Filippo were selected as the 2024 Northern California Rising Stars. Congratulations to these fine men and women. Their dedication, expertise across various practice areas, and commitment to excellence have solidified their positions among the top professionals in the legal field. Finally, a big congratulations to the Hanford Police Activities League boxers on their recent success at Southern California State Amateur Boxing Championships last weekend. In case you missed it, the restoration in China Alley suffered another setback this month. If you remember, arson destroyed many items in the Taoist Temple in 2021. Some items that were saved were sent out for restoration. There was a break-in at the storage unit where other items were being stored, and some of the items ended up in a local antique store and pawn shop. Members of the China Alley Preservation Society are asking the community to be on the lookout for any items that appear to be from the Taoist Temple. A tip-off would be if there's any mention that the artifacts came from a tunnel that went from Modesto to Hanford. That's a red flag right there. No such tunnel ever existed, and that is what the description read at the antique store one artifact was located at. If you have any information or leads on this theft, please contact Ariane Wing at info@ltsu.com. The Hanford High School Bowl is reopened for walking the track Mondays through Fridays, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. when school is not in session. Once school starts, it will be open 4 to 8 on the weekdays and Saturdays 8 a.m. to noon when the site has Saturday school. And there's more good news. With the upgrades to the Hanford West and Sierra Pacific tracks, those will be made available to the public soon as well. Hanford Youth Soccer signups are currently underway and close July 28th. Visit hanfordyouthsoccer.org for more information. The Kings County Association of Governments would like your input on the improvements you'd like to see for walking and biking infrastructure in your community. Take the survey at kingscog.org/2025 RAT. The Hanford City Council has had 2 meetings since our last new episode, so let me catch you up on some of the highlights. At the July 2nd meeting, the council decided to uphold the regulations regarding basketball hoops being left on public sidewalks and in the street. The hoops are continuing to be in the way of street sweepers and refuse vehicles, as well as blocking the sidewalks for walkers and bicyclists. At that meeting, the council also formally sent the revenue measure to be placed on the November ballot. Now it's time for the citizens of Hanford to determine the fate of the proposed 1% sales tax increase for public safety and other community improvements. At last week's meeting, the council heard reports from the Kings Tulare Homeless Alliance about current stats and trends with our homeless community. They also had a lengthy discussion about illegal fireworks. They are certainly a problem. They'll be updating the municipal code, and I'm sure you'll see an increased use of technology to catch people in the act of lighting illegal fireworks next year, and a significant increase of the current $1,000 fine. Here are some things coming up on our community calendar. The Children's Storybook Garden and Museum is hosting their annual Pirate Party on Saturday, July 27th at 10 a.m. There'll be boat races, games, a pirate dress-up contest, and a prize walk. Visit children'sstorybookgarden.org for details. This is the final weekend for Part 1 of the Carnegie Museum of Kings County's exhibition, Kings County's Asian Experiences. Part 2 will open in September. The museum is located at 109 East 8th Street and is open each Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 1 to 5 p.m. Admission is $5 per person with a $10 family maximum. For more information, you can visit carnegiemuseumofkingscounty.org. You can support the museum this Wednesday night by having dinner at Raising Cane's in Hanford. Mention the museum when you order, and they'll donate 15% of the net sale to the Carnegie Museum of Kings County. Board and Brush Hanford is holding a Kids Fairy Garden Box and Gnome Garden Box workshop on Saturday, July 27th at 12 p.m. Visit boardandbrush.com for more information. The Hanford High School class of 1984 is going to be celebrating their 40th class reunion on September 21st at the Kings Country Club. Visit huhsclassof84.com for details and tickets. Kings County Community Action is holding a Kids' Day at the Fast Plaza on Thursday, August 1st from 3 to 7. There'll be lots of fun activities. On Friday, August 9th, the Salvation Army in Hanford is having their annual Back to School Bash. Many volunteers and donations of back-to-school supplies are needed. Contact the office on Ivy Street for more information. Hanford Calvary Cemetery is reminding everyone that their flower and decoration pickup will happen on August 5th. If you have an event coming up and you'd like some help getting the word out, let's work together. Send your information to hanfordinsider@gmail.com. Be sure to subscribe to my weekly newsletter to get a complete calendar of events. That's all the time we have for this week's show. Next week's show will mark the beginning of my second year doing this podcast. Sergeant Jerry Hunter from the Kings County Sheriff's Department will be joining me to tell us about the eyes in the sky helping to keep our community safe. If you'd like to support the show, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Hanford Insider and leave a donation. If you'd like to join the Hanford Insider email list, stop by my website at hanfordinsider.com and you can sign up for updates. You'll also get an exclusive copy of my newsletter in your inbox each week. You can also send me feedback by voicemail through the website by clicking on the microphone icon. I'd love to hear from you. Your comments may even be shared on the show. I also need your help getting the word out about the show by liking and sharing on social media or telling a friend. For more information about the show, you can find this podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, and YouTube at Hanford Insider. If you have a show idea, be sure to email me at hanfordinsider@gmail.com and I'll look into it. Thanks for listening. Have a great week.